Some days are harder than the others when you find yourself locked up. Straight up. You might wake up on the wrong side of the bed and you're like, you know what? The hell with it. First person look at me sideways today, I'm going to crash them. Y'all sit back and I'm going to tell you what it feels like when you decide to crash out.
Haha, I'm the best. Finna be this way till I EOS. Take it how you want, nigga. Yeah, I'm a pro. Fuck around, I'll bust your lot while you're at Vizzo. I hate to be this way, but I live for the moment. Waking up every day, show me an opponent. Shanks on deck, hitting bitch with a lock. So much pool, I can even start you from the box. You don't wanna pay rent, got me bent. Got lax on deck, your money was well spent. Vultures on the prowl, so don't try testing. Step 2 comes violent, first steps finessing. You a hold down man, suitcase this. My cell phone and my charger don't walk with a limp. Get it knocked off or missing, you gon' get it. Next time I see you ass, you gon' leave airlifted.
What's up, everybody? You already know, man. Kfrogtv back in the building. Y'all go ahead and do me that solid favor. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And make sure you hit the notification bell so you can see it first. I want to tell everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be speaking on when you feel like crashing someone. Okay? If nobody knows what crashing someone means, that means when you just straight up decide to beat them up. When you just feel like, you know what, I don't care where we get in an argument at, where the altercation takes place. I ain't got time to argue and go back and forth with you, but today's the day where I decide I'm gonna catch this person off guard and I'm gonna try to knock their head to their feet, all right? And I'm gonna tell you, you know, this is the type of thing that you will see a lot of people do inside of prison. Same thing in the county jail, juvenile programs, on the streets. You know, sometimes people wake up on the wrong side of the bed and they just don't want to deal with it today, you know what I'm saying? And I found myself like that in prison multiple times. You know, literally, I could swing on someone from something they did 5 months ago just because they looked at me sideways today. You understand? You know, you got so much pressure and animosity built up throughout the time that you're staying when you're incarcerated that eventually you're like, you know what? Enough is enough. You feel me? Even if what they did wasn't that serious. You know, even if it was never anything that was intentionally, you know, as disrespect to you, or even if it was nothing purposely drawn at you. It could just be something to where you and him had a stare down 5 months ago. You know, so for some reason it just always sat with you that you don't like that individual. So you know what? You're like, you know what? Today I wake up, I ain't with this shit. I'm aggravated. I'm tired of being here. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of waking up next to nothing but dudes. You feel me? All you deal with in prison is different guys, different characters. All you smell is piss, shit, farts. You know what I'm saying? You hear loud metal doors banging. You hear the loud undefeated toilets 24/7. You hear officers yelling. You hear officers beating people. You know, these are the type of things that you deal with. You got people that are always, you know, trying to aggravate you, which the officers play a big part in that. They don't want you to feel comfortable there. It's prison. You're not supposed to enjoy it. You get what I'm saying? But enough is enough sometimes. And you'll be willing to risk it all. I know I was. You know, at times, you know, I'd be cool, calm, and collective. But at the same time, I'd never let no one disrespect me. I would lose it all. Everything I got going on, I would lose it all. You feel me? Now, if I could strategically get away with doing something that I'm not supposed to do, of course I'd take that route. If I get into an altercation with someone, you feel me? I'm not going to try to crash out on camera, obviously, if I got 15 cell phones on the compound. But at the same time, if he ain't willing to bump off camera, or if he disrespects me right then and there and tries to touch me, then of course I'm wrecking out. It is what it is. Fuck them phones. That's how I look at it. Or if it ain't that serious, I can easily let it die down and, you know what I'm saying, man, it ain't nothing, cool, calm, and collective, and send a hit on that boy. You see? There's different ways to handle it. But when it comes to crashing someone, I'll be waking up here on the street sometimes wanting to crash someone. Everybody wakes up on the wrong side of the bed sometimes, you know, in a bad mood. Like, man, today's the day. You know, maybe it may be a lot of people that run their mouth, or it might be, you know, you might have a job and your boss is always drilling you, or you might not get along with one of your coworkers that you work with. You feel me? Or you might have baby mama drama, bitch aggravating you like a mosquito, bugging the shit out of you like a mosquito at a fucking barbecue. You know, steady drilling you with shit. You never know what it is. So after a while, you know, it don't seem like that big of a problem. It don't seem like you're even that aggravated. And then next thing you know, you just wake up tired of that shit. You wake up and you might go to get gas at the gas station. And when you're pumping gas, someone looking at you crazy, you're already in a bad mood. So you look at them like, man, what's up, bro? You know me or something? Fuck you looking at? And then all it takes is for that one response that don't fit right. And you gonna crash. you're gonna bump right then and there, right at the gas station. Straight up. All he's gotta do is say, man, what you talking about? What? That's enough right there. He better be like, nah, sir. Or just don't say shit at all. You get what I'm saying? Now, there's been times where I remember when I was in prison, I had a bad week, all right? And I guess the reason for that is because I had my Vizzo suspended a lot. You know, every time you get caught with a cell phone and you get put in confinement, you know, they'll eventually suspend your Vizzo. You know, they usually suspend it for 6 months each time you get caught with a cell phone. So here I see people going back and forth from Vizzo all the time, coming back with their pictures, you know, bragging about it and all that. But that right there really wasn't my problem. I didn't care. You know, the less Vizzos I have, the better for me, because here I had phones. So I could FaceTime my people. I seen my people every day. You know what I'm saying? So when I see them in person, we ain't really got that much shit to talk about because we done talked about everything on the phone every single day. You know what I'm saying? Here I'm FaceTiming every single day, and then I'm also calling on the prison phone, the regular one, so I'm on camera going on the phone to throw the officers off who may be watching cameras. They wouldn't suspect I had a phone if they see me on camera using the prison phone all the time. So here I got to double back twice and get on the prison phone just to make it look good for the cameras, make it look like this is how we talk. You feel me? So when it comes to the Vizzos, I really wasn't sweating it. And you know, I had my peoples to where peoples wanted to come every weekend. You know, but you do the math. How many Vizzos are in a year? You feel me? If they came every weekend, look at that. You know? Instead, I was like, I want one every 90 days. So when I broke it down, it was only a handful of Vizzos a year. So then when I'd be like, yeah, I got 9 Vizzos left. You know, shit, that don't seem like that many, even though it's 90 days apart, you know? So anyways, people come back from Vizzo and shit, steady, you know, bragging and all happy, which it's cool. I don't get mad about that. But it was just one of them days to where I woke up, I wasn't in a good mood, you know, and I went to brush my teeth. And then when I went to brush my teeth, the dude who I guess was at that sink before me, which I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? I walked up to the sink, nobody was there. I walked in the bathroom, there was 5 sinks, and I just walked up to one. And when I walked up to one, you know what I'm saying, I'm brushing my mouth, there's a empty like pack of toothpaste laying there. You know me, I don't think nothing of it, you know what I'm saying? On a regular day, if someone came up to me and said anything, you know, I could have just been like, well, grab your shit then, you know? Or you know, I would have been like, it ain't nothing, and just slid to the next fucking sink. Or he could have just grabbed his fucking little tube that had probably a fucking squeeze left in it and went to the next sink. You know what I'm saying? I'm already here, you know? But he came in there and he was like, hey, bro, that's my sink. You feel me? So I'm brushing my mouth and I'm like, you know, like that. And he's like, you hear me? And I said, listen, bro. I said, look at all these other fucking sinks. You feel me? You better pick one of these other sinks, bro. I ain't even into this talking shit. You feel me? And I just went to run. So here he goes. Oh, so what you trying to say then? So I had the toothbrush in my mouth. I bit on the toothbrush and I leaned back and I looked at him, like just dead stared at him for a second. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like today wasn't one of them days, bro, you know? So he's like, oh, so you ain't finna move up out my sink? And I took that shit, threw that shit out of my thing like that, went like this with the water, got all the toothpaste out of my mouth and everything, and I said, here's your toothpaste. And I caught back and stole him dead in his shit, and we started fighting inside of the bathroom. Okay? He didn't see it coming. Or maybe he did, but obviously not as much because he would have ducked. You feel me? And we started fighting. As soon as I punched him in his shit, he tried to grab me and lock up with me. But when he did it, he went in like the spear, you know, position. So he went down on him, you know, he went downwards. And I just went to split him. Boom, 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 boom. And of course, people that are in the dorm that know me and that know him don't want us to wreck out, don't want us to go to confinement, want to run in there and jump on us and break it all up. So he go to hollering, oh, you snuck me, bro. You snuck me, bro. Oh, you snuck me. Da-da-da, man. What kind of shit is that? You snuck me, bro. So I'm telling him, so what's up? What's up? What's up? Let's grid then. Come on, tighten me up. Tighten me up. I'm telling him, let's run that shit back then. You feel some type of way? Tighten me up. You feel me? Ain't no rules and no fight, bitch. You just because you ain't split me first, don't hate, you know what I'm saying? Don't feel some type of way. Straight up. Because not every situation is gonna lead to where we be like, you see when they're on TV, are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, touch gloves. All right, fight. No, it don't go down like that. You feel me? But you know, when you're the one that gets off first and you decide to crash first, you know, then of course they're gonna feel some type of way. But let it be the other way around. Let it be to where they decide to do it to you. You know what I'm saying? Then what? It would never even get questioned that they swung on you first. You feel me? Now we didn't go to confinement. He didn't want to fight again. He just wanted to run his mouth, but he was like, oh, you got that. Da 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 da. You feel me? It is what it is. Blah blah blah. And, you know, and I tried to fight him like 4 or 5 times right then and there inside the bathroom. Had like 10 people in between us talking about it ain't worth it, it ain't worth it. I'm like, bitch, I'm willing to crash. It is what it is, bro. I'm down for whatever. You feel me? I didn't go to confinement for that one. Okay. Now another time I got into it, I decided to swing on someone in the chow hall. This is where I fully crashed. Went to confinement and everything for it. Okay. Woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Dude owed me a couple bucks, and I was tired of waiting for it. You know what I'm saying? I was cool, calm, and collected for a while. You get what I'm saying? It only a couple dollars, you know what I'm saying? And he's paid his debt before, I fronted him again. He's paid his debt before, fronted him again. You know, I know the routine. So I guess he felt like he could just always give me the sad story and I'd push it off a couple days. Then he'd pay me. You know what I'm saying? And then a couple days later, he'd beg me again to front him again. I'd do it again, push it off a couple days. Well, this time I wasn't really with hearing no excuses. He told me that the money was going to be there tomorrow. So the next day I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I approached him inside the chow hall. I was on some shit like, man, I'm tired of this shit, bro. You feel me? Man, I'm tired of being in the chain gang. I'm tired of just waking up with dudes. I'm tired of like the way that the shit was in the air. Like you could just tell, you know, it's like when you have one of them dreams and you feel like you're on the streets and then you wake up and you're like, damn, I'm still in prison. That right there was like one of the things that would trigger me and put me in a bad mood sometimes, you know? And you know, normally when someone's in a bad mood, you just want to be left alone. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell y'all another time too, right after this one, where I got into it with one of my homeboys when I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. But anyways, so I go over here to the chow hall. I see dude over there, whatever. And what made me draw my attention to him on this specific day at this time was, as he was sitting at the table, there was 4 people at the table, he was there. He had 2 bags of Doritos on the table right in front of him. Now he owed me a couple dollars. You know, Doritos are $1 on the head. So that's $2 right there, you feel me? Now, I don't know what he's got going on, if he owes other people or whatever it is. But at the end of the day, I really don't care. I don't want to hear it. I just know he owes me. You feel me? So I go up to him and, you know, I sit at my table first. Because when you walk inside the chow hall, they make you stand in line. The line follows around the wall. And then there's a little half wall in between the wall and the half wall. That's where you stand at. And y'all stand in line, you get your tray out the flap, and then you're supposed to go fill the table up, which means there's like 5 tables. There's like 5 rows with 5 tables. And then the first 4 people in line fill the first one, and then it goes the next 4, the next 4. That's how it goes. So you don't get to pick where you want to sit at down here in Florida. You know, unless it's like a officer that ain't paying attention or anything, then yeah, you can go sit down with your dog or whatever, you know? So I went, sat at my table, but then when I peeped him over there, as I was eating or whatever, aggravated eating it like this, putting a spoon down, you know, just aggravated. Looking at a couple people that sitting at my table and shit, you know, they were finna be one of the ones that get it first, if anything, you know, they're the closest to me, you know? So I see a seat opened up over there at this table, so I got up, went over there, boom, sat down. So I'm like, what's up, these for me? And I grab him. And he want to be all loud. He want to be like, bro, what you doing, bro? Like real loud, bro. And when he did it, everyone like shut up. You know, like it felt like the whole fucking chow hall just went numb. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, bro, who the fuck you yelling at like that? You know what I'm saying? He's like, nah, bro, don't be touching my chips, bro. So I got up, I said, bro, you talking crazy right now, bro. And the officer was like, y'all better sit down. And I punched him dead in his shit right in front of the officer and everything, bro. Man, fuck that, bro. Feel me? I just wasn't in the mood, man. You know, the way he caused that attention and everything like that. And he only owed me a couple bucks, but it was like the way, like, you know, here he'd be begging me and he'd be, you know, pleading and talking all nice. Never had any type of tone in his voice or anything like that. But then this one time, it's like, I don't know if it was the other 2 people sitting at the table or whatever, or who he was trying to like put on for, but I took it as if he was trying to put on for someone. And, you know, bring attention on me, like you yelling at me and putting down on me or something. So I swung on him, Same shit kind of happened like the bathroom. He tried to lock up with me, you feel me? And I went to tussling with him and had him on top of the table. And when I went to throwing like my rights, as I went to throwing my rights, I hit him like once or twice. That's all I could do. He stole me in my chin one time though, but as I hit him like 2 times, everyone breaks it up, you know what I'm saying? Cuff up, got brought to confinement. And it was mind blowing because that was me crashing. You know what I'm saying? I crashed. I did that shit in front of people, in front of the officer and all that stupid shit. Because when you crash, it's like you're gonna get in trouble for it. You know, you're going to confinement. You know, there's nothing you can really do about it. You know, a lot of people try to do shit low-key strategically. Like, that's how I am. I'm not with that crashing shit. You know, but at the end of the day, I'll protect myself. Or if I'm just like, man, the hell with it. You know, pressure bust pipes. I done held in too much shit throughout this, you know what I'm saying, these last couple weeks, whether it's family issues, shit that's going on the streets, things that I have no control of. You feel me? It's never a problem with something on the inside where I'm at. I'm not gonna let someone try me and hold it in for 6 months or nothing like that. It's like shit that's on the streets that I can't control. I'm only limited to, you know, puppet wise and puppet move certain things, and that's one of them that I can't do. So pressure's gonna build up on the inside. You feel me? So I went to confinement, and it was crazy as hell. I went to the box. The person I fought went to the box, and while we're in the box, he's sending me kites, trying to cop deuces and all this other shit. And I'm not even responding to his kites. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, fuck that, bro. He shouldn't have yelled out loud to me like that. And what's crazy about it is, I went to the box. He went to the box. We were in AC confinement, which is administrative confinement. When I went to my DR hearing, they threw the DR out and put me back on the compound. And here I got in a fight in front of everybody. They put him back on the compound also. You see what I'm saying? And what it was is, they had so many people coming in there for knives, stabbings, and cell phones that they didn't really have room to put us. You know what I'm saying? Which they had us sitting back there in AC confinement. You know, I guess it's because it took them like 11 or 12 days for us to go to DR court. You know, so what, they were going to give us 30 for the fight. You know what I'm saying? You get more time for play fighting than you do a real fight. You know that? In confinement. I used to tell my dogs that want to play around. I'm like, all right, now, we get caught playing around, bitch, I'm finna steal for real. We finna fight for real, though. You know what I'm saying? That's something you got to sign up for. You got to be, you know, you're not supposed to be horse playing. You get 60 days for horse playing. You get 30 days for a fight. It's kind of crazy, you know? But I guess it's because it was only 11 to 12 days we were already back there. That's almost half of the 30-day bid. They straight up threw the DR out and put us back on the compound like it was nothing. And it was crazy because I was like, damn, you know, like, this never, ever happens. You know, you're not going to win a not guilty, you know, DR thing. You know, when they ask you, are you guilty or not guilty? It's rare for you to win, like, by not guilty. They're going to give it to you regardless. But this one here, I didn't win a not guilty. They just threw the DR out. You feel me? And I got back on the compound. All right. Now, this one, another time I'm going to tell you, where I crashed out against one of my homeboys. He's one of them homeboys to where he was my dog, don't get me wrong. We used to vibe all the day, play cards, you know, kick it, walk across the compound together. You know, we was dogs. You know, we like, me and him, you know, he could say things to me that other people can't say. I can say shit to him that other people can't say to him. You know, we had that vibe, you know. If I was booting up, screaming at people and calling everybody out, he knows I'm not talking about him. Same way as if he was doing the same shit. I know he ain't talking about me because that's my dog. Well, this was one of them days where I was aggravated and I wanted to be left alone. And he didn't want to leave me alone. I'm like, bro, y'all leave me the fuck alone. Just leave me alone, bro. Today ain't the day, bro. Oh, bro, so what you mean, bro? And he kept coming on. I'm like, bro, leave me alone, bro. I don't want to talk, bro. Just leave me alone. And you feel me? And he just kept insisting. He kept, you know, trying to pursue talking to me, trying to pursue. And I'm like, bro, leave me alone, bro. I'm telling you right now, bro, you don't leave me alone, bro, I'm finna swing on you, bro. I'm letting you know right now, bro, just leave me alone. Because I was at that point where I was about to break, bro. I was aggravated. I was tired, you know what I'm saying? Straight up. And he was like, oh, so what you saying? What you fit? And he shoved me. When he shoved me, it wasn't no little like, that boy shoved me like right here. And then it was like a pressured push. Like when he pushed me, I stumbled back and I said, man, and I swung on him. We started fighting right then and there in the dorm. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't really ruin our friendship. We were just both in the box looking like dummies. You know what I'm saying? And then after about the first 15 days of us back there, we were both on the door laughing, clowning, hanging out, laughing about the situation. and everything. I wasn't mad no more. He wasn't mad. I swung on him and shit like that. And it's crazy because when I swung on him, right? Check this out. When I swung on him, he weaved it. He ducked and he punched me dead in my shit right here. Right here, right in front of my mouth. Like right there. And when I stumbled back, I ran up on him and started throwing him. He started throwing him too. We were both just chucking them bitches. And I ain't gonna lie, my dog kind of gave it to me on that one, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? And by us being in the box, that just made us more homeboys than anything. That just basically let us know, like, regardless of circumstances or the situation, if it ever came down to it, we will fight each other. And that let it know, that drew a line. You know, that kind of let it know is, if I'm saying not right now, bro. You feel me? Because a lot of people will be friends and homeboys, but they don't really know when to stop. They don't know the line. They don't have a line drawn. So when you're telling them not right now, bro, he feels like, man, I'm your dog, man. Anyone else, it could be not right now, but for me, bro, you're not talking to me like that. You know me, I could go over that line that everyone else has to draw the line in between of. Feel me? If these other people can't cross this line, I can. I'm your dog. That drew the line because that let him know. If I'm ever like, man, look, bro, it ain't nothing. When I started snapping like that later on down the future, he would tell people, y'all leave him alone now. The man said he ain't with it right now. Y'all leave him alone. I'm telling you. Y'all leave him alone. And they would be calling him, hey, man, what's up with such? Man, tell brother, man, let's get brother. And he'd be like, I ain't finna do shit, bro. He going through it right now, man. Just let him live, bro. Y'all let him breathe. Now I'm finna tell y'all, man, I'm finna swing on y'all. And that's what it is, you know. Because there's so much shit that, you know, builds up on you from being locked up. Like I said, that you can't control things that go on the streets. I had my old girl that had cancer. I was in there after my dad died. You know what I'm saying? Baby mama ain't letting me see my kids. You know, like so much different shit. Females running off on you, not sending the pictures, not dropping the money. You know, like different shit going on, you know, that where eventually, you know, you're going to take it out around the people that's closest to you because you're aggravated about shit on the outside. That's like they say how the officers are. How the officers come to work and they take their problems from home to work with them and they take it out on the inmates because that's who's around them. Inmates do the same shit. You'll be aggravated about things on the streets and you're taking it out on the other inmates. You know? And then you just find yourself in bad situations. You feel me? I'm telling you. Don't be one of them people, man, that, you know, learn while you can, you know, because at the end of the day, your brain ain't ever gonna start working unless your brain dead. But when you find yourself in a situation, just learn. Make sure your next move is your best move. You feel me? You got a lot of people that crash people because they don't like them. You get what I'm saying? There could be someone that's like, you could be outnumbered, okay, and not be in a gang, and you get in an argument with someone that is in a gang, and you know you're not going to be able to get you a head up fade. You're not going to be able to catch this person in a one-on-one, so you're going to crash them. They might be trying to press you to make you, you know, break it off. They might be trying to extort you, and you're scared, don't know what to do, so you're going to crash one of them. You feel me? They might be on our way to walk into Chow, and there's officers standing right there, and you decide to swing on this gang member right in front of the officer. Yeah, you pulled a check-in stunt or whatever, but at the same time, you rocked out. It's you against 10 of them. So you knocked one of their heads, their feet, right there in front of the officer. Yeah, you went to confinement, but you went out with a bang, though. You see what I'm saying? That's what a lot of people do when they crash. You know, they get tired of the arguing. They get tired of the bickering, the back and forth. They're scared. They feel outnumbered. They know they're outnumbered, and there's nothing they can do but get off first. You feel me? So then you got to crash. You know, just like, you know, on the streets. If you're riding and you see somebody that, you know, you ain't cool with, and it's someone that, you know, that swears they've been looking for you, and y'all know y'all got beef and shit like that, and you catch them, man, you do what you're supposed to do to him. Put that boy in the hospital. Split his head to the medulla meat. That's how I look at it, you know what I'm saying? All that bickering and back and forth, man, that's uncalled for. It's unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, cool, calm, and collective, and then when you see that boy, you do what you're supposed to do to him. Straight up. You got people that you'll get into it with and then will tell a fake story, you know, and get transferred to another camp. Or you'll get transferred. And then you'll start hearing from other people, oh, I heard that such and such did such and such to you. Or I heard that you got whooped by such and such. Or I heard you let such and such rob you. Or I heard you were breaking it off to such and such. And that should all be false, fake ass information. And then in your mind, you start not liking that same person that they keep bringing up. And then months later, that same person comes and lands at that same camp that you're at now. What you finna do? You finna crash that boy. You feel me? If it's hard to come across someone, you know, if you've been looking for somebody, or someone's so-called been looking for you and you ain't been able to find that person, or if they claim they want smoke that bad and you see them and you know you'll probably never ever see them again, it's like you lock your eyes on that target. You feel me? Like you see on the Discovery Channel, when them hyenas and them lions and shit see their prey, they see their food, they lock eyes on that shit and they take action. That's what you're supposed to do. Crash out, catch them. Put your hands on them, because you never know if you're going to catch them again. This is your opportunity. Straight up, that's it. You see them, you get that boy. That's how you're supposed to do it, you feel me? But anyways, y'all, I'm going to wrap this video on up. I want y'all to drop in the comment sections anytime y'all had to crash out. You feel me? Or anytime y'all try to stop your homeboy from crashing out and they ain't listening, they landed in confinement, or even got arrested on the streets. Okay, like me, I was always a hothead. You feel me? My dogs were like, nah, fraud, don't do it, man. Fuck that, I'm doing it. And I would do it. I ain't care if there was 10 people there telling me not to do it. Once my mind's made up, I'm going against all 10 of their opinions. All 10 of their thoughts that they're telling me, that shit goes out the window, bro. I don't want to hear it. You feel me? But anyways, y'all, I appreciate y'all watching this. Like I always say, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button on the way out if you ain't hit it when you first jumped in here. All my new subscribers, I appreciate y'all tuning in and rocking with us. Y'all already know, man, keep them squares, rat clowns, chomos, pedos, gunners, wannabe island boys, fake ass gangbangers, clown ass clout chasers. Keep them all out your circle, man. Until next time, it's the one and only Frog.